Good evening. Welcome to the Tuesday, October 11th, 2022, Town of Litchfield, New Hampshire Recreation Commission meeting. I am Andy Ruggles, Vice Chair. This evening, we are missing our Chair, Steve Gannon, our Selectmen's Rep, Steve Weber, Member Chris Burns, and alternate member Jeff Town. I will go around and do a roll call attendance. Judy Brennan.
I'm here.
Mike Bosky.
Here.
Peter Ames.
Present.
Welcome. So has everybody had a chance to review the meeting minutes for September 27th, 2022?
Yes.
Does anybody have any changes, edits, comments to those?
No. Nope.
Would anybody like to entertain a motion to approve the meeting minutes from September 27th, 2022?
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Okay, with a motion and a second, I will go ahead and take a vote. All those in favor of approving the minutes from September 27th, 2022, please signify by saying aye.
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 Aye. Opposed? Abstained?
Aye.
Motion carries 3-0-1. Public input, we have no members of the public present tonight, so we will move ahead to facility and field requests.
No requests.
None this week? Okay.
That's a minor miracle.
It is. I think that's the first time. There are none. So, which means we'll be bombarded next time.
So, no facility and field requests. Let's move ahead to new business. The first item up for new business is our field maintenance RFP bids. We have received 5 of them, it appears. We are not gonna discuss these tonight, but we are gonna open them and I will distribute them to everybody. I'm gonna get them scanned in and I'll get everybody
Thank you.
an email copy. The first one we received, these are in no particular order. The first one I'm holding is from Alliance Landscaping. And it appears that they have submitted for both portions of the proposal. I'm back in here after. Okay, the second proposal we have received is from Natticook Lawn and Landscape LLC. And so I'll pass that around. There's the envelope for that. The third proposal is from Trimmers. I'll pass that around. The fourth proposal is from Moran's. And the fifth proposal, it seems to be there's 2 parts here, is from Evan Kennedy Landscaping. Which one? That's proposal 1. And this is the second portion of. Okay. So, if everybody could please look through these proposals, if you have any questions, you should definitely get on the phone with people. If you have questions, it's possible that some of them may reach out and want site walks at some of these places. Hopefully people can make themselves available if any of this stuff comes up. But please read through these over the next 2 weeks and come to the next meeting with your thoughts and opinions, and we will figure out what we're gonna do.
Very good.
Okay? Anybody have any questions on that? The second item for new business is the Southern New Hampshire Tour of Lights. Judy.
So the Southern New Hampshire Regional Recreation Committees, whatever that meeting was, of Southern New Hampshire, basically recreation departments. That was maybe about 2 weeks ago. It was a Zoom meeting. It was the first one, I think, since COVID. But they're organizing something called the Southern New Hampshire Tour of Lights, where each of the towns or recreation commissions that want to participate, you just basically get the information out there. You let them know. They're gonna create a flyer. We let the people in town know that we're gonna have, basically, if you wanna light up your house and be on a map for people to come through and see it, you can do that. If we're part of the group, people would have access to the other towns that are doing it too, if they wanted to visit other towns. So far, Atkinson, Bedford, Goffstown, Hudson, Merrimack, Nashua, Pelham, Salem, Wyndham, so all in the area
Yep.
are doing it. It doesn't seem very complicated. I'm willing to take that on if the commission decides that's something we want to do. They encourage you to have a random gift card drawing for one of the houses that participates, or you can have voting or whatever, but I think I like a random drawing better
Get some
than
really good
town.
houses in this town.
Sure
And I
do,
think-
yeah.
And I think, if people know we're having this going on, you might, I don't know, this town responds really well to everything. So, so that head Southern New Hampshire group, one of the guys or one of the women, I'm not sure who exactly is doing it, but we say we have to know, we have to reply by 21st of October, so we would have to decide tonight. People have until December 5th to sign up. Starting the 6th, they start putting, I would have to submit the addresses to them, and then they put all that together. And I think for Litchfield, I just asked Jay to do a map of the easiest route that people can follow and do for our town, but then other towns can come visit too. And I don't mind going out and seeing if I can get some donated gift cards to do some random drawings of houses that participate.
Sure.
That's great. So I don't know if we need to vote on that, or if that's something like, yeah, let's just do it.
I don't think we need to vote on it.
No. Okay. All right, so that's it. So it's a go.
Rock and roll.
All right.
All right.
Thanks, Judy.
Yeah, let me know if I can help out too.
Okay.
Okay. Any other new business? All right, so we
No.
will move on to old business. First item of old business is bylaw changes.
So, talked about this the last couple meetings, and we had a kind of the formal reading of the proposed amendment to our bylaws last time, and so tonight, we'll final reading and vote to see if we approve those to move ahead. So these changes, I will again read one last time, to amend section 2 of our bylaws, use of recreation facilities by other organizations.
I know.
Effectively, this adds the possibility for a fee structure for both non-for-profit and for-profit organizations, and adds a further hierarchy of usage for town facilities for nonprofit groups that are not affiliated or loosely affiliated with Litchfield, for-profit groups that have some ties to the town, and for-profit groups that do not. So, in section 2 of our bylaws, the opening paragraph, final sentence would be amended to read, quote, "These requests will be considered on a first-come, first-served basis, with fees assessed as the commission deems appropriate, with the following hierarchy of usage," end quote. Looking at the hierarchy, we would add a number 5, quote, "Not-for-profit groups and organizations that have some ties to the Litchfield community. Proof of insurance by the organization making the request will be required. The town of Litchfield will be listed as an additional insured on each of these liability policies." Add new section 6, "For-profit groups and organizations that have some ties to the Litchfield community. Proof of insurance by the organization making the request will be required. The town of Litchfield will be listed as an additional insured on each of these liability policies." 7, "For-profit groups and organizations that do not have direct ties to the Litchfield community. Proof of insurance by the organization making the request will be required. The town of Litchfield will be listed as an additional insured on each of these liability policies," end quote. So with that, I guess if I can make the motion to accept the bylaws changes as proposed.
I will second. Is there any discussion?
What's the difference between 4 and 5? I guess is my question.
So nonprofit groups that do not have ties to the community would have a lower preference than other Litchfield-based organizations. So it gives, 4 gives stronger preference to Litchfield-based
So
organizations.
Litchfield base versus ties to Litchfield, okay. I get it.
So 3 and 4 were added in October 2005?
No. 2005? Maybe. I mean, recently, like, I'm like, wait, hey, 2005, yeah, probably.
I just saw
That's
that.
a while ago,
That part
yeah.
in there. Yeah, I mean, this makes sense to me, Peter. Just adding the hierarchy, whether
Yeah,
we
it
approve them or
definitely
not.
does.
It's, I mean, the hierarchy makes sense.
Yeah, I think
You know, it's pretty straightforward.
it brings some clarity, helps with decision-making for us as things come along.
So is there no further discussion?
So I have a question. I have another question about 4. Is 4 profit and nonprofit based?
Nope, that would be more nonprofit. So Litchfield not-for-profit organizations is in number 2.
Right.
Other Litchfield-based organizations do not necessarily need to be a nonprofit.
Profit,
So it
okay.
could be a loosely affiliated group.
Okay.
So organizations is not defined.
I'm just
as
trying
a-
to figure out if that's the way we're interpreting it, then that's fine.
I guess the only thing I want to add is I'll credit Steve Gannon for his assistance with this, so he was helpful, and I appreciate it.
Awesome. All right, with no further discussion, I will entertain a vote. All those in favor of the amended changes, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? Motion carries 4-0-0. Thank you for your hard work on that, Peter, seriously. All right, the next was, the CIP. I know Steve Gannon had sent out an email this week
Yeah.
about it. You know, my only
Talk about
thing is like unless you're a professional and know what these prices should be, like
Right.
how do I know
Right,
what
exactly.
how do I know what these prices? I mean, I'm literally just winging it. So that was kind of my rebuttal to him. I'm more than willing to help out with trying to get these numbers nailed down. But I feel like we need to ask professionals for some assistance with that.
And that would be today's prices, not what we might decide to do 4 years from now.
And
even.
that's
So
what
it's
that's
like
what
you
the
gotta
tricky
flip.
part is too,
Yeah.
right? Because you know we've seen how much the prices have risen the last 3 or 4 years. You know,
And I haven't looked at past ones to see like what the pricing was and if we actually did something, what it cost. I don't even, like, it wouldn't be actually in that CIP. We'd have to be doing a lot of digging, I guess.
Yeah.
I know with the pickleball thing, we got some estimates and kind of just roughed it.
yeah.
Yeah, we were working directly with the potential, potential
Yeah.
contractors,
Right.
right, to ballpark it, yeah.
Yeah, I told Steve I'll try to take a look at that parking lot, the figures that we had used for that, just because I do have some knowledge in that field, but some of the other ones, like, I wouldn't even know where to start, like, you know, for instance, the town hall expansion. Like, I literally have no idea how to fence that. No
Like,
idea.
I don't even know if you can expand it. I think if you make a cutout in those cinder blocks, everything's gonna fall through, right?
Expansion.
Yeah, I don't think, I'm like, everything's
We
gonna
should
fall in inside
blow a
anyway, and
wall.
it's just
What-
gonna be
We could jack it
cinder
up and put a
blocks.
second
I'm like,
floor.
how the heck can you expand that thing? It seems like it would be cheaper to just demolish it.
And maybe it would be, you know,
I mean,
don't
you have to put in a new floor, we need a new roof. We need,
New heating system.
yeah,
This is the three big
we
ones.
New
need,
electricity.
so,
Probably new electrical. Like, I mean, you figure at that point when you're taking out, when you have to put in new electrical, you can bring it all up to code from where it sits at now.
even the bathrooms, I mean, the toilets and urinal use so much water. I don't know what
Are
the
they
numbers were,
ADA
but we did.
compliant?
Well, we
I don't
did,
think fully, but if you change that much to it. you
Yeah,
have
well,
to.
yes, that's what I mean. Like, if you
Yeah,
change
we-
it,
there
you have
is
to make
a-
them ADA compliant.
there is an ADA, handicap bathroom in the women's room.
Oh, okay.
But
might be-
we
is
never
there a
open the
men's
front
side?
doors for anybody who needs the ramp. When there's events, it's like the side door.
Well, no, we would open the
Yeah,
front
we
doors
can
for
open the
event.
front door.
Yeah. We're trying to keep everybody off the,
Right.
We do, but
Floor.
like big
But
events,
everything.
we've let people, we've always opened, like,
The front
some of the
doors.
big
Yeah.
events, the front doors are the ones that are open, not the other ones.
We put down like runners so people could dry their shoes off and whatnot, so.
but
Alright.
even the bathrooms need to.
Well, I'll follow up with Steve on that then, and see.
If we're gonna blow up one of those cement walls, well, you know.
I'm just,
While you have
everything,
the tools there, just.
everything within it has to be replaced, so.
Yeah. That's yeah. I don't know.
I
So,
would,
pickleball status, Judy.
So, when Chris is back, we're gonna pick a date and get on the agenda for the planning board. That's our next step. And we'll present, similar to what we did for the group here, that presentation. We'll leave out the money part, cause planning board just needs to see where it's gonna lay, so we'll show them if we do 6 courts versus 8, that'll be based on money and, what that will look like. And we already know it's within the boundaries and it doesn't hit any wetlands, so that shouldn't be an issue. And then from there, if they're like, okay, fine, then we will, present to the Board of Selectmen, and by then we should have our numbers pretty down pat.
Sounds awesome.
So, hopefully it all goes through, it'll be great. Pickleball's really excited,
I bet, yeah.
so.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
All right. Is there any other old business? I noticed that we have a caller on that called into the meeting. Is there anything that you would like to add, caller, to public input or anything?
Hello, everybody. Ryan Lane, Atticus Lawn and Landscape. We had hoped to attend tonight's meeting just for a show of presence and interest in working with the town, but some consulting jobs up in northern Vermont pulled us away for a little bit longer today than we expected. So, John Brunel was gracious enough to plug me in and allow me to listen and just be here in the event that any questions arose. We fully understand that the bids were primarily just being unsealed this evening and reviewed, and certainly plan on attending next meeting for discussion, and look forward to getting together with you all in the interim to discuss our proposal. So thank you for having me.
Thank you for calling in.
Thank you, Ryan.
Okay. Is there any other business? Our next meeting is October 25th, 2022.
I just wanted to, there's one thing I just wanted to say to give a heads up, and I thought there'll be an email following. The Halloween tournament the Halloween Jamboree that soccer has every year is currently scheduled for November 5th, I believe. Yeah, November 5th.
That's late this year, right?
No,
Isn't it
it's
usually
about right.
Halloween weekend?
Actually, honestly, it might be the 30th. I need to check. I forget, unfortunately.
Hold on. I think I got.
I'm getting old.
I think I got an email about it, if you want me to look.
I have an email about it, I am looking. Wow. my mind-
Saturday, October 29th.
Yeah, okay, my mind is going. See, I knew it. I was looking at it saying, as I was talking, I knew I was wrong. So October 29th, all-day affair. I know we're gonna put in, I know that we're in the process of asking, police for permission, as we do every year. And getting extra porta potties for the area. So I just wanted to give a heads up to the commission, to let everyone know that, you know, it's gonna be busier down there than usual, but not entirely unfamiliar that it's gonna be busy down there, because it's always busy on a Saturday, so.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Is there any other business for this evening? All right, then I will entertain a motion. Actually, I will make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
All right, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed, abstain, motion carries 4-0-0. Thank you.